Hello everyone, how are you today? I'm Dr. Paramjeet and you're watching Dr. Education. Welcome back to my channel. Friends, today is Mother's Day and we will be talking about a mother's diet. It's very important for every single to-be mother and new mothers. A new mother always has a lot of questions about breastfeeding, nutrition, what should they eat, what should they avoid, and will their food affect their baby? If so, what do they need? What information do they need? So that's why this video is very important. But obviously, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and a very warm thank you from the bottom of my heart for being there for your children. Right? Let's start this topic today.
The internet is full of bro science, fake knowledge, half information, or propaganda. Your quest of reliable, authentic health information ends here. So subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon, and you never have to go anywhere else ever again.
So, if you're breastfeeding, you need to remember that you are giving your baby the nutrition which they need, right, to promote their growth and health. So your needs will increase, your own nutritional needs will increase, right? So first question, do you need extra calories while breastfeeding? But of course, yes, you might need extra calories, a little more calories, but that will depend upon how many calories you are taking already, right? If you are taking a regular amount of normal calories, then you will need to take additional 300 to 400 calories every day to keep up with your energy needs, right? Now, to take these calories, you need to take good choices of foods, like nutrient rich choices, including whole grains, right? You can take 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, medium banana or apple extra, or 8 ounces or something like 250 grams of yogurt extra on top of whatever you are eating on a daily basis, right? So this is what you need. Then what kind of foods you need to eat during breastfeeding, right? You need to focus on making healthy choices to help fuel the milk production inside you. It's very important. For that, you need protein rich foods, because protein will make milk, right? So if you are non-vegetarian, you can go for meat, egg, or if you are vegetarian, you can take milk. Then dairy is a best choice. Vegetarians can go for beans, lentils, and if you like seafood, then you need to opt for seafood which are low in mercury. You need to avoid less amount of you need to take care of those seafoods very carefully, right? Then you need to take obviously the whole grains, vegetables, fruits, that they are very, very important, right? What you need is, you need to change a variety of foods, different types of foods during breastfeeding. Now what will that do? That will literally change the flavor of the milk, of breast milk. Yes, it does. Your variety of foods change the flavor of your breast milk, and this will expose your baby to different tastes, which will help them, right, to adapt to solid foods more easily down the road. Now that is good, right? Because it's very difficult for mothers to get their babies off milk and onto solid food, right? One of the most common problems of nowadays mothers are that the children don't eat, right? So this is how you solve that problem. And to make sure your baby is getting all the vitamins and minerals, your doctor might actually prescribe you, recommend you to take your prenatal vitamins later during breastfeeding as well. So that's what you should eat during breastfeeding, right? Obviously you need to listen to your doctor. And how much should you drink fluids? See, drinking should be very frequently, preferably before even you feel even little thirsty, right? If you're feeling thirsty, you're already dehydrated, remember that. Then drinking more is very important. If your urine is dark colored, right, it should be light yellow or white, right? Have a glass of water nearby always whenever you are breastfeeding your baby, because after that you need a glass of water, right? And you can actually take a lot of other drinks, liquids also, but make sure to limit the amount of juices and sugary drinks, because you don't want to weight gain in those times, right? Because your own pregnancy weight is going to lose in the next 6 months, and if you don't make sure to balance your diet, then that's not going to happen, right? And then the second thing you need to take care is too much caffeine. If you take a lot of caffeine, that is troublesome, right? It can also cause problems, not just to you but as well as to your baby, and the baby might not sleep, right? So you need to limit your caffeine intake, not more than 2 or maximum 3 cups per day, right? Or you can prefer decafs, right? Now, if you are a vegetarian and having breastfeeding, then it's very important for you to choose food which are rich in iron, protein and calcium. Very important things. Then you need lentils, all the lentils, dals, all enriched cereals, whole grain products, peas, dark leafy vegetables and dried fruits to be there on a daily basis. And you can also, to help your body absorb the iron, you can eat the iron rich foods with along with foods high in vitamin C, such as citrus fruits, right? It's very important. For proteins, if you are non-vegetarians, obviously egg and dairy is good, or else vegetarians can at least take dairies, or in that case purely vegetarian. Vegan, you can go for legumes, lentils, seeds, whole grains and nuts. They are very good. Now remember, these are very commonly heard, but making them, noting them down is a good option, right? And obviously calcium is very much important, and dairy product, milk and all is very important, and dark green leafy vegetables are very good sources of calcium. Other sources of calcium are your juices, your cereals, your soy milk, soy yogurt, tofu. So they are very good sources of calcium. Make sure to include them also, right? Obviously your doctor will ask you to have your supplements, B12 supplements. If you are a vegetarian, you need B12, no doubt. Even if you are taking them, you should not take a chance. Take some B12 supplements, and vitamin D supplements are important. Calcium supplements are also important during that time. Then what should you avoid? The most important question. Yes, number one thing which you need to avoid is alcohol. Yes, there is no level of alcohol which is safe for pregnancy or breastfeeding. Do not even think about it, right? Don't even think about it. No alcohol till you're breastfeeding, right? Till you're doing whatever is needed. So zero alcohol, that is how it goes. And typically it takes alcohol, you can only start alcohol only when your doctor permits you. So you can always talk to your own gynecologist of this issue. Then second thing, caffeine. I already told you why you should avoid and how much you can take. Fish is the third thing. Seafood, which is actually a very good source of proteins and omega-3s, but seafood may contain mercury and other contaminants, right? So you need to limit the amount of seafood, as well as choose those sea fishes which do not eat other fishes, right? A fish which eats other fish, a bigger fish, has more mercury than other fishes. Remember that. So you need to eat smaller fishes, right? So that's what you need to avoid, right? Then the big question: could your diet cause your baby to be fuzzy or have an allergic reaction? See, certain foods and drink in your diet could actually do this, could cause your baby some irritation and even an allergic reaction. And if your baby becomes fuzzy and develops a rash or diarrhea or congestion soon after nursing, then you should absolutely consult a nearby pediatrician or your doctor. And if you're suspecting that something in your diet might be affecting your baby, then avoid those things, avoid those food and drinks up to at least 1 week, up to a week, to see if it might make a difference in your baby's behavior. Consider eliminating those foods as well, because they can even if that actually works, then you can change your diet and eliminate those things. That's okay. But you know what, to determine a link between your diet and your baby's behavior, keep a food diary. That is very good. Now list everything, what you have, what you eat, what you drink, and keep a notes about how your baby reacts. Now this is very good. This will help you a lot in remembering what is good and removing the food and drinks which your diet has an impact on your baby's fuzziness, on their health, on their mood also. It's very good for you to do this, right? And you can back up your diet and discuss this with your doctor as well. Remember, right, there is no need to go on a special diet while you're on breastfeeding. All you need is little more nutrition and simply focus on making a healthy choices, and you and your baby will reap the rewards. This is all about the diet. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Dr. Paramjeet, and happy Mother's Day to all of you. Take care. If you are breastfeeding and you happen to had an alcoholic drink, now there is no level of alcohol in breast milk that's considered safe for a baby, but if you drink, avoid breastfeeding until the alcohol has completely cleared your breast milk. This typically takes at least 2 to 3 hours for 12 hours or 350 ml of 5% beer, or it takes or maybe 5 ounces 140 ml of 11% wine and 44 ml of 40% liquor, depending upon your body weight. Also, this also matters, right? So at least 3 hours of gap should be there. Then pumping and dumping doesn't speed the elimination of your alcohol from the body, which means taking it out, vomiting, or whatever way you think is not going to work. So it's best avoid alcohol during breastfeeding, or if you are taking alcohol, then don't breastfeed on that day at least for 3 to 4 hours. This is about alcohol, and thank you for watching. One more thing, how much exercise, how much activity should a mother do during pregnancy and after pregnancy? This is also very important. See, the recommendation of activity says that you need at least 150 minutes, 2.5 hours of moderate intensity activity workout in a week, and you need to spread this activity throughout the week, and activity should be preferably aerobic activity. And only if somebody is habituated to do vigorous activities. There are people who are habituated to do that, who are regularly gymming, exercising, sports people, then they can actually continue the vigorous physical activity which they are doing. But it's very important in either cases to monitor progress of pregnancy and change your activity level according to your discussions with your gynecologist.